from Team Ultra Instinct, bringing you a top 4 deck profile from PPG last weekend during the 20th. We have Boujack here from Lee Shihan, and he's going to give us a deck profile on it. So obviously a leader here. You want to talk about how he did his shenanigans at all?
Honestly, just the Ekbait battle for him helped out a lot, especially since I played against 3 Cell Surges. So just having that extra hand, in a sense, really helped out.
Yeah, Cell Surge getting really popular as of late with the tops that it's been having. So let's get into your deck profile. What you got for us?
Well, I played Boujack. I just find that leader to be really fun. Something different to play. It's very unique, so I won't go into the details too much, but you just, once per turn, you just use a Boujack card and your energy, use it for a combo, and then you can play cards through your energy.
Yes, sir. All right, let's see the deck.
So I'll start off with the Unisons. I played 3 of the Boo Unisons, and then 1 of the Gotenks Unison.
How did the Gotenks feel for you?
Really good. I liked it. It was a tech spot for like barrier removal, or if I just need to draw cards. And honestly, I'm glad I played it as a 1-of, and I'll probably keep it going as a 3-1 split between the Boo Units and the Gotenks.
All right.
Next, this is my other tech spot, was a Kami. I was afraid of King Piccolo, so I wanted to have the out just in case.
You actually did end up losing to a King Piccolo, right?
I did, yeah.
The one deck you were afraid of.
Yep, and it was a miserable loss. But it helped out against King Vegeta and a Mecha Frieza, so I'm glad I still ran it. But because I did the tech spot for Kami, I only played 3 Gokuas. He lets me look at the top 5 and pretty much grab any Boujack card, 3 or less. So he came nicely. Good filter. The next card I play is 4 Sangrias. When I combo with energy, I draw a card, so this is the draw power, because the leader doesn't really draw
power, perfect combo target.
Yep. Next is the other 3-drop Gokuas. Just gets rid of 1-drops. You don't need to play it as a 4-of, but just having it as a 3 is nice, and the 20k beater is never bad.
You can let them know how wrong I was about that card.
Yeah, I think you said don't run it at all, or don't run it at 2. I don't know what it was, but you pretty much told me not to run it.
Yeah, that card was awesome for him. It actually came in clutch in a lot of matchups, I know that. Gets rid of Mass Saiyans, which you don't want on board.
Right. Next is the 3-drop Bidu. He's nice board removal. For 1 energy, you can bottom deck a 3-drop or less, and he's a crit as well, so it's just damage that your opponent doesn't want to take.
And the only thing you have to keep in mind is he's a unique.
Yep. So that's why you only play 3 of.
3 above.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Next is the 1-drop Bujin. He's just a negate. You can use it as energy if you need to. You don't really use it as a negate from the energy too much, but it's there if you need it. If you're afraid of like hand destruction, you can have a negate later.
And your energy.
Yeah.
How did that feel for you running it?
It feels fine as a 2-of. I wouldn't run it anymore.
No more.
Most of the time I just use it as a negate from my hand, but you know, the option's there if I want to run it. Next, I played 2 of the other Bujin, the blocker and unique. He's nice. I used him for a blocker most throughout the tournament. He has an auto where you can pick a battle card greater than the opponent's energy for the battle card, and it can't attack with B using a combo. That auto hardly comes up, but when it does, it's great.
Yeah, right. Especially against like Dark Broly or something like that, where it just prevents the big swings.
Yeah, like unfortunately, it just doesn't do too much, but I don't think I would get rid of it though.
Right.
Next is the 3 promo Boujack.
Ooh, winter ones too.
Yep. He's pretty much just a deli defender, and then when he's KO'd, draw a card. I really like this card. I think I might bump it to 4. I'm not too sure yet.
Would you say it's necessary?
I would say so. At least as a 3-of. Thankfully, the cards are getting a lot cheaper, so you don't actually need.
Yeah,
like it
need
won't
to
be
shell
so
it a lot.
Yeah, but I do think it's necessary for the deck.
Good to know for all you Boujack players out there. Get these teepees.
Next, I play 4 of the 4-drop. This card's amazing. Probably the best battle card in the deck.
Yeah. Dual attack, 20k, removal.
Yep. Blue really needs removal, and then this card just really helps out the deck.
And it bottom decks, right?
Yes. And it's good in other blue decks too. It's not just for Boujack.
Yeah.
So, next is the 8-drop Boujack. I run 4 of those. I thought 4 would have been too much, but then as I played it, I actually really like it as 4 because it's a free 10k combo if you need it
Yep.
with a leader skill. And then just more removal, and then if he's out on the field, you tap one of their energies and then you untap one. So it's nice. Really good card in the deck.
Dual attack and double strike, correct?
Yeah. And then you have a Exit Ball for a 5 energy. You could put on top of any of these 2 Bojacks and then draw 2. That effect does not come up at all. Maybe once in a blue moon, but nothing.
Did you ever do it?
No, not for the tournament.
Figures it's just the combo play that you really do it on.
Yeah. Next is the super combo. I play 4 Zeno. Because the leader puts a random card up on top of the deck to energy.
Yeah.
I felt it was necessary just to always have the option to grab the card back, or put a Bojack card in my energy for my hand if I need to. So I want to do any other split for this deck. I think 4 is the perfect number for it.
Energy correction and basically a second hand is
Yep.
the thought behind it. Yeah, it makes sense. And you do it at 5 life.
Yep. So that's really nice. Don't have to be at 4. Especially when you're trying to awaken early too with the leader. So next I played 2 17s, Turn the Tide. Card's dumb.
Card is dumb.
I actually had a lot of people ask me why I play 17 in the deck if it's necessary. I think it is. The 8-drop Boujack isn't strong enough on its own to win the game. So I just want that extra push to go through other decks.
Yeah, and every time I've faced you, you have successfully dropped it every game.
Yep. It's a good card. Doesn't always come up. I think in the tournament I only did it twice. But still, it was good to have.
Yeah, if you get to that 7, you're basically winning, especially if your board's set.
Yep. Next, I played Baby Hatch.
Of course. Us blue SCR.
Yep. Sometimes you just don't want to get into the combat. Sometimes you just need that extra turn to live, so Baby Hatch just does that for you. You could also run the PyCon SCR. I don't like the SCR in the deck,
Right.
but it's an option. And then also, if you can't afford Baby Hatch, you can do the Shen run Secret Rare. I was actually running that in the deck. It ran fine. I decided not to run it because I played 2 black cards in the deck, and I didn't want to flip over a 3rd black card if it happened.
Yeah, so if you manage to hit an energy, at least you're hitting a blue secret rare rather than a black or a yellow secret rare.
Yep, and then you grab it back with Zeno if you need it. So, next is Fu Shrouded Mystery. Love this card. Surprisingly, it didn't come up at all during the tournament, but I would still keep it because when I played this deck at locals, it comes up quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I think I was just unlucky on not playing it for the tournament, but it's still a great card.
One of the best cards to hang around since set 3.
Yep. Next we'll go to extra cards. I played 3 Galactic Busters. So this card works for a majority of my deck. It just draws 1 combo from an energy. It's honestly it's a really good blue staple going forward.
Yep.
For any blue deck.
Would you keep it at 3? Would you put it up, put it down?
I would keep it as 3. I played it as 4 before, and it gets too clunky in your hand when you play as 4. But then if you really need to use it again, you have Zeno Super Combo.
So Zeno to pair with the Galactic Buster.
Yep. So I would keep it as 3. I won't go anymore.
Nice.
Next is 3 Sensu Beans.
Sense Bean, good blue card, has been since set 1.
Yep. Between flipping your energy around and comboing, it's good to just maneuver your energy any way you want.
Right.
So like it was helpful. You can run it as 4. I just thought 3 was a good number.
You're right. Lowest I would ever go is 3 with Sense Bean if you're gonna run it.
Yeah. Next is Odd Choice, but I played 3 Ultra Instincts Kamehameha.
Now, how did that perform for you?
It performed great, honestly. Like even against Mecha with the 3-drop Goku that makes me pay extra energy for extra cards, it still worked fine. I like the extra combo power because Boujack can already combo ridiculously high without people knowing, and this just helped even more while keeping it hand size. So I think going forward, I don't know if I want to lower it to 2, bump it to 4. I think 3 was a good number, but I might mess around with ratios and see what I like about it.
In comparison to offense and defense, when do you think you saw yourself using it the most?
Defense.
Defense.
Yep. And then most Boujack players actually played the Kefla card that lets you draw 2.
Draw 2.
I actually replaced the Kefla for these cards because I felt like if I wanted to draw, I could use it offensively.
Right. Cheaper.
Yep. Next is my hard negates. I played 2 chilled armies reinforcements.
How was that for you? These cards are starting to get better in the meta as time goes on.
I love it with Boujack because Boujack, for the most part, you want to do the defensive stuff. So like this was a 2-for-1. You play a blocker, and then the next deck you can block, and then you could start comboing and play your battle cards if you want. So it helped fine. It stops 2 attacks for the leader, and it gives me the option to bring out more battle cards.
Yeah, it's a perfect defensive card. I love these.
Yep. And then for the last card that I played one all too easy. I just want another hard negate. Invoker was running around here and there, I felt like, so I just want to have that 1-drop negate. You don't need to run it. I only used it once from my hand, never used it for the drop ability. But if you replace it, I'll just go with another negate, honestly.
Right, and it bounces a 1 cost back to their hand, correct?
Yeah, I always forget about that effect, but the option's there.
I figured the option's there if they have a Mass Saiyan on board and you need to get around it.
Yeah, definitely the weakest of the negates in the deck, but it's still there if you need it. So
is that something you would keep or change moving forward?
I think I would still keep because with Bojack's ability, once you use it, you can't use counters from your hand. So you only use counters from your energy or a drop. So if I need to use a negate during battle, I could just use it from the drop area and it'll be fine.
Yep, there you go. So thank you for showing us your awesome deck list. Congratulations on your 4th place in the online PPG regional. Deck performs well. I know it collapsed at locals as well. Very strong deck. Would you continue to play Bojack moving into future sets?
I'm going to take a small break from it, but I will keep it as a possibility because it is a strong deck. The only deck that I truly feel like it struggles is King Piccolo, and I could just be playing the matchup wrong, but I do think that's like the hardest matchup for it.
Makes sense. Well, congratulations once again, and thank you very much for showing us your deck.
All right, thank you.